Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Mom Stew, everybody. Shahrzad is on vacation with her family today, so I'm in the hot seat. Are you ready? It's exciting. I'm really glad to be back here in LA, and we've got Carly and Angel on the show, and our special guests today, Layla and Debbie from Convos with a 2-year-old. Yeah. This is going to be fun. We have so many awesome questions to ask these guys. I can't wait. But before that, let's see what we've all been doing for the summer. Summer updates. Let's start with you, Carly.
Well, I finally left the United States of America.
Congratulations.
So first, I went to Ireland. It was beautiful. And if anybody is going out of the U.S., I think that's like the best place to go for the first time. The people are nice. It's like clean and everything's so beautiful. And it never rained while we were there.
Oh, nice.
And you're like, this never happens. It was like sunny and perfect.
And it's so green and beautiful. From your Instagrams, I was like, I have to go.
Yeah. And the thing about travel is like you think you have to know all these things, but that's like what do I need to do? Where do I need to visit? But the best thing to do is just like to get out and walk around and talk to the locals. Like the most fun thing we did was like rented bikes and we just, figured things out as we went along. We went to a castle and
nice.
Yeah, it was fun just to like hear about the history and it's just like so rich in tradition there. I loved it.
Did you go there looking like this? You look gorgeous. Did you go there looking like this?
No, but the humidity and the moisture, I feel like it did something for my skin. But back in Idaho, I'm like, I'm approved. But it was like so humid. Your hair and just skin are nice. So that's why people in Ireland have great skin.
Oh, is that what it is?
Beautiful. How about you, Angel?
Well, by the time this airs, I will have had my birthday.
Happy birthday!
As well as you. And so for my birthday, I'm taking twerking classes. Me and my girlfriends.
Why don't you call me? I know how to twerk.
Twerk. Yes, so it's me and 19 of my girlfriends, ranging from the ages of late 20s to 40s, going to be in there making it clap.
Is this an actual class?
It's an actual class that's offered. Yes, it's an actual class in Culver City.
Are you going to be vlogging this?
Yes, I will. Should. Yeah, we need to see this.
Get a tripod going.
It's going to be amazing. I might be limping the next time you all see me. But so really excited to do that. I always do something with my girls when it's my birthday. I like to do something that's really sexy, even though we probably won't feel sexy. But I'm like, we are sexy with our stretch marks flying all across the place. So that, and then also I got to do a music video called Baby Swag with the Shaytards with Colette, a.k.a. Gangsta Baby. That's her new rap name.
Gangsta Baby.
Yes. That's me. Yes. And then Shay also, he got to lay down a few hot bars as well. But that was so much fun.
I'm excited to see it.
We rapped.
Yes.
And I've never rapped before. I was like, wait, you want me to what?
And she sounds so cool with it. It's like no effort. She's just like, I got so
when
much
Colette's a bad
baby
A,
sweat.
she's like a bad A.
Yeah.
Watch out.
I just keep that under the wraps. But if you want me to show it, I will show that.
But what's really great is I got to show Shahrzad and Kayli how to drop it like it's hot.
Oh my gosh, that was
Kayli,
fun.
bless her heart.
She did. She dropped it and she got it back up, and then I showed her how to do a little fake little thing, and she looked so cute. Yes. We looked like, I said we were Destiny's mom, not Destiny's child, but we were Destiny's mom that day.
Yeah, she does have this. She's so sweet and but Kayli, when she wants to be sexy, watch out.
Watch
those quiet ones you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So that was great. It was great. I cannot wait for everybody to see it. So it'll be out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. So how about you, Layla?
Well, we'll probably film a couple more episodes of Convos, which I think will probably be wrapped by the end of July. And then we vacation, don't we?
Yeah, we always try and get together for at least a week or two during the summer months, bring all the family together. And
my parents
at a lake
come, my
and-
sister comes, Matt's brothers, like the two families, we all get
so
together.
fun.
So
That's
yeah,
really
we
very lucky.
stay
It
at a
works out.
beautiful place in Kelowna, up in BC.
And cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and lots of other projects in the works too. So we're gonna be busy. It's gonna be good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Colette, what about you? You've done the big move, so what else you about to do?
Well, we just barely got to Idaho, and we did not get settled. I was going to say we got settled, but we did not get settled. We got to Idaho, threw our stuff in Grandma's house, and then we're back here in LA for a week. So it's just been kind of a whirlwind. And just yesterday, I took a moment to just breathe and be like, what is happening right now?
What is my name?
Yeah, what is my name? Because we've been looking forward to the actual move to Idaho for a long time now. We're finally there. we're here for a week, but then we'll be back in Idaho ready for like camping and 4th of July and all that fun stuff.
Oh,
So
nice.
lots of things to look forward to, but enjoying the moment.
When will your house be done? Like ready for you
Yes,
to move
we
in?
have a house.
Yeah.
We have a house.
Yeah,
Not
we
ready.
did do
It
that.
probably won't be ready for like a month. I don't know. We're crossing our fingers because we still have a lot of decisions to make on it. We're just doing some remodeling, so
You should
It's
see
cool.
some of that's gone on. It's beautiful.
I bet it is.
we're grateful to have just some space because we've been in LA for almost 5 years, and it just feels like congested. And of course, now that I just think that we need to keep having kids,
Right.
it's a little bit tight being in LA. It just feels
Yeah.
like we need room. So we've got some room in Idaho. We're excited about.
Yes, I can't wait to
I'm
see
not
the
going to
house.
complain. My family's back.
But enough about us. I'm excited to talk more about Convos with my 2-year-old. Ask you guys a ton of questions. Before that, we have a clip. So tell us a little bit more about this clip.
Well, this is, the episode is called The Crack. And yeah, this is, I almost don't want to explain too much about it because it really speaks for itself. Coco at this point had no idea what a butt crack was, so.
All right, so let's take a look at this clip from the season 3 premiere of Convos with my 2-year-old.
Okay, class, can you tell me what's inside a horse's body?
Oh, little bum crack showing there.
What?
Your bum crack. I can see it.
What's a bum crack?
It's the crack in your bum.
I don't have a bum crack.
So that's your son, the one that's looking at the bum crack.
It is.
Oh, I can tell. They both got the cute dimples.
Yeah.
We got a lot of comments about his dimples.
The dimples.
They're
We do.
adorable. They're adorable.
It's a cute thing.
Oh, well, I absolutely love this concept. If you guys haven't seen it, it's amazing. It's so on point.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
So
you.
tell us a little bit more about this series and how did it get started? How did you start it?
Well, I mean, you have kids, and you know they say
Right?
the darndest thing. And we just, we were in all of our conversations with Coco over the course of her short. It started at 2 years. Her short 2 years. I mean, God, she just had us in stitches. And but I think it was one of those things where we would have some of these conversations, and it was really Matt who kind of came up with the concept. He was sort of like, if a man were to say this to me, if an adult were to say some of these things, they would be, committed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's craziness, right?
Right.
Imagine these words coming out of an adult's mouth. And then at that time, we had been doing some work with David, and we kind of thought, imagine those words coming out of David's mouth. And then it really got good. Then it became a kind of brilliant. So,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where we had all of these incredible moments with her, and Matt was like, let's do it just for fun.
Yeah.
Our parents are gonna love these videos. They're gonna love these videos. Our friends are gonna think they're really cute. And then it just,
Took off.
Just
I
took
guess,
off.
to your point, it's on point.
Well, you were right.
People were into it. I mean, it
Yeah.
blew our minds how quickly.
Brilliant.
Well, it's kind of
went.
great because I feel like how often do our kids say funny things? We're like, I wish somebody else would have been here to witness that, or like
Yes.
remembering the funny things. And then so watching it brings back, I remember when my son didn't know what that was. And so it kind of helps parents relate back to those moments when
Yeah.
our kids do say super
Yeah.
funny things. Because I'm super forgetful. Like, I forget.
I know. It's like you want to just almost have a camera rolling all
Right.
the time so
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
can just keep everything there, Which, I mean, in this day and age, actually, a lot of people are videotaping.
Yeah.
But this is one of the great things about it is it's almost like a,
Documented.
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
What's your absolute favorite one?
My favorite episode, it's hard because it's all, based around, Coco. But one that we had a lot of fun with was the zombie episode. And it was kind of neat because it was an episode where both my kids could be involved, which was really kind of neat. And I got to wear really crazy zombie makeup, which,
It's fun.
that's not an everyday occurrence.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did it for Halloween. And it was actually based on Convos with my 6-month-old. Babies bite you all the time and drool on you and scratch you, and they're crazy.
All your
and-
hair.
Yes. So, yeah, that was a good one for me. I did like that one.
That's awesome. They're all really great.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what is you and your husband's background for you all to jump in and just say, you know what, we're going to take this concept in our head and we're going to record it and make it into this series? What is you all's background?
Well, we are performers.
Okay.
And we both had some acting training. We also have a musical project that we work on together. So yeah, you know, we're creative people, and we've always kind of had our hands in a lot of different creative pursuits. So this was just, it was one of those things where it was like, let's just make this, why not?
Yeah, like it makes sense.
Yeah. If you would have said he was an electrician and you were like, you know, worked for the phone company, I would have been like, dang it, I'm doing nothing with my life.
No, we're performers.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So Debbie, what do you think about all this? Because I know when we started, my parents at first were like, "No, what are you doing?" You know, it was a little bit like, "What the heck?"
Well, I mean, I'm first of all very proud of what they've accomplished and how it's gone and how it's been accepted. And it's just fun, and it's to see them achieve this success just surprisingly. But I know them, you know, behind the scenes, which sort of, and so it's just been a real trip for me and for my husband and the rest of the brothers, and so it's great. I mean, I'm loving it and watching. I get excited on Wednesdays, the episodes come out, right? So I'm just as excited as the next guy because I kind of like to wait till it's all done. I'm behind the scenes a lot, you know, helping with the kids, and I do that thing, and which
like to see it all come
I'm the
together.
lucky one, right?
No, we're lucky.
But
We
so
wouldn't be able to pull off a lot of stuff without the
yes.
help of Debbie, and my mom comes and helps too, my dad
great.
and Brad.
it's a real
yeah.
collaborative. Everybody's, I mean, the family is very close on both sides, and it's just a lot of fun.
So what do you think? Like, how does Coco see all of this?
Yeah.
Well, that's a kind of an interesting thing. I mean, we call it when, you know, we make a movie. It's a very short movie, but we that's what she thinks, that's how she looks at it. And I think, you know, I mean, she loves, you know, we have a pretty consistent group of guys that are our crew. So, you know, she's establishing relationships with all of these people, and she just thinks it's kind of cool and fun. What's interesting is when we're out in the world and someone, you know, comes up to us and says, "Is that Coco?" And it's a stranger. She's like, "How do you know who I am?" She doesn't get that part. You know, she doesn't understand that millions of people have seen her face and relate to that in that way. So that's always kind of interesting. We were just actually at a media festival in Canada, and we were in the hotel lobby, and a couple came up and they said, "Is that Coco?" And she was like, she kind of hid behind my legs and was kind of like, "How do they know who I don't know their name." You know?
Right.
So, but you know, I mean, she warms up and we get pictures and it's all cool. But it's very interesting because you know, she has no concept of any of that.
That's another episode.
That's another episode. There you go.
Right. That was my other question: is how, like, does she like say something and then do you try to like
And then I go right
absolute mimic it, or is it like scripted?
It is not scripted.
Okay.
And we've actually had some comments, "This is scripted, this has to be scripted, this is totally," and it's really, truly, these are authentic moments. And how do I capture it and try and make sure that, and Matt as well, you know, how do we make sure that it's really true to form? You know, I mean, it's not like I'm following her around with a tape recorder all day long.
Which you wish you could do sometimes.
Well, you probably could. But it's one of those things where there will be a moment, and if I'm like, "Oh my God, this is gold," I just pull out my iPhone and just regurgitate the conversation back into my iPhone and then transcribe. But, you know, I mean, there are so many moments. I mean, these are just little
nuggets.
nuggets here and there. I mean, you know, it's like so.
I think that any parent who's had kids would understand because, like,
Yeah,
like you said, if any regular adult person were to say that out loud, I remember one time I got Cooper a fake shaving kit.
Yeah.
And this is when we were still little enough, like I didn't have time, so he'd shower with me.
Yeah.
And he would like put it on my leg and pretend to shave my leg, and he did like my upper thigh one time, and I picked him up from daycare, and they're like, "You'll never guess what Cooper said today. He told us he shaved your butt in the shower." If you think of it like that, it sounds crazy, but it makes sense to like, you know, recreate those moments.
I'm sorry, that's
Shave my
I
butt in
want
the
to watch
shower.
that episode.
But yeah, it makes sense. Like kids say whatever, like, you know, how it resonates with them.
Absolutely. Oh, totally.
And it just keeps getting better. On Mother's Day this year, my son took a conversation with my husband and kind of got lost in translation talking to me. And he told me in the morning, he's like, Mommy, you're talking too loud. I have a headache and it's hurting my penis. And I was like, what? And so I had him explain it to me again. I was like, that is not a headache, okay? Your head is what hurts. But he thought if you talk loud and something hurts, it's a headache. And I was like, no, sir. No, sir. That is not what it is.
Oh, that is too. You got to write that one down.
I know. It's the they do. They say crazy things. You're just like, oh.
Insane, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, it's true.
But most grown men would agree that that's the cause of everything.
Yeah.
Right? Something to do with that
They're
part.
completely connected.
That's
Right? Totally connected.
My husband said he's going to use that on someone later on in life. I was like, oh, God.
Stop, you're hurting my pee.
Stop talking.
Oh, God, I love it.
I know there was another question that you had seen in the comments a lot. What about the outfits? Like, how do you have an outfit that fits Coco, but that has to look the same on David?
Well, I mean, Coco's always, in an outfit that would make, good sense for a child to wear.
Right.
So she's comfortable. She's happy. But we get David in some pretty crazy get-ups. He's been in a full onesie with a trapdoor and
Oh, yes.
pirate pajamas.
Those blue shorts were pretty fun.
Those were, I think, one of my favorite things to find because they're actually, I don't know if you can actually really tell, but they're really fuzzy and fluffy.
Yes.
They look like a baby blanket with those little
knobs.
Yeah, totally. So, we in the past, we've really just had to get out and really comb every suburban shopping mall trying to find something. But we've been fortunate. We have a great costume designer named Erin who's been sewing for us over the last few episodes. And she also does great graphics and stuff for t-shirts. And so she's been a lifesaver for us. And we get to really kind of push the envelope a little bit more moving forward with some of the
Creativity,
the episodes. Yeah.
Barrettes.
Really
I know that's what I'm saying. That was my favorite part was the accent of the hair bow.
Yes. He's grown quite expert at putting them in.
Yes.
I love it.
That's
With
awesome.
the full facial hair.
That makes a
It's
good
great.
daddy.
God, yeah. That facial hair is just awesome. Yeah.
So Avia and Shay actually recently got to film with you guys. I'm so excited to
that's
see
gonna
how
be
that
great.
turns out.
We had so much fun with them. It's so great. And Avia is like, she's a performer.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
She is a performer. So yeah, no, absolutely. We had a ton of fun doing it. I think it's going to be very hilarious.
Yeah.
So hold on
so
to your hats.
excited.
Yeah.
So what is next for Convos with my 2-year-old?
Well, we'll finish season 3. We'll wrap that up. I think we've got a few more episodes to film, and then we'll just take a brief hiatus. And I mean, we've got a lot of things going on with it, and it's been keeping us really busy. And there's kind of offshoots of things kind of going on. So we're just going to continue working on all of those projects, and I'll keep you posted.
I can't wait. It's brilliant, as you said. It's such a brilliant cover.
Thank you so much.
So we do have some Twitter questions. Let's see what they have to say. Twitter question 1 comes from Shelby Lynn 44.
Oh, I know Shelby Lynn.
Me too. We love Shelby Lynn. She's
Shelby
faithful.
Lynn.
Oh, Shelby.
Is it hard to pick what cute, funny moments to develop into the episodes?
Yeah, actually, it is. I mean, we've got a lot of material, obviously. So, we actually bring David in for that part to, like, we decide, David definitely plays a part in that as well. So, because, when it's your own child and it's your own,
everything is funny.
everything is brilliant.
Right.
This is
Like-
all gold.
Yeah.
And so it's important to have that outside perspective to sort of say, this is the funny one. This is the good moment.
Yeah.
So he's been instrumental in that.
That's awesome.
But it is difficult to pick.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Debbie, do you ever put your input in? Do you ever tell them, I don't really like
Oh
that?
gosh, no, sorry.
No. She loves everything.
I'm the biggest cheerleader.
Oh,
I'm-
good.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So-
Have any of her convos with Coco been an episode?
We haven't done that yet, you know. I mean, we've all the conversations that we've used have been between either Matt and Coco or me and Coco or the three of us. Or, you know, that's kind of what we've done so far, but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, there's. I mean, just spending time with her is just, you know, so fun. And she says, and you, when you're as a grandparent and you listen to the things that your grandchild comes out with, you forget how, you know, they're looking at the world, you know, because I've been around for a few years, right? So all the experiences
Just a
and
couple
things that
little.
have happened. So to see what they experience through their eyes and how they're interpreting things and trying to figure things out. And I should write them down, but
Yep.
it's so fun just to hang out
let
with
it
them.
happen.
With it, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Our next Twitter question comes from YouTube Girl 15. What's the best part about vlogging and what's the worst? And for you guys, video making. Start with Carly.
Well,
Wow.
the best part is I like that we have moments documented to go back on.
Yes.
You're like, oh, when Cooper said that funny thing, I got Cooper saying a cuss word that he didn't know on camera. He thought shiitake mushrooms were talking. So it's always funny to go back and like watch those moments. I'm like, oh, bless your heart. But sometimes the worst is like where you need footage and you just don't feel like being like da 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 on
Right.
camera. But I think those are the moments when you're like being the most real. So you should capture them, even when you're not feeling your best. Maybe.
Right. How about you, Angel?
All of it is the worst, I feel.
You're always a good time.
Well, I just hate, I have to edit it. And I'm like, so I have footage that I have to throw away because I'm like, it'll so not even be relevant
Right.
by the time I get to editing. I guess the part that I like about it is that for some reason, people really like vlogs.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
It's the reality of like, you know, because what TV shows are the best? Reality TV. They want to see like you and your unique life.
And I think that is so crazy. I'm like, they're like, more vlogs, please. I was like, really? I went to the grocery store. Is that that's what you
Entertaining
want?
all the time. Like,
I
you're funny.
guess so. So yeah, the editing, taking all that footage, trying to figure out what's the meat of it. What do people want to see, and then getting rid of the rest. And then, you know, the best part is being able to hear that people enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with what you've both said, in that there's, you know, I mean, the audience, you know, the people that enjoy it and come back over and over again is a huge payoff. I mean, that's a giant thing. And the other thing I really love about it is we have this video archive of our daughter's development almost to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And that's something we'll have forever, which is, you know, really
Priceless,
incredible.
yeah.
You know, I mean, when I look back on my own childhood, we don't have a ton of that kind of thing,
Right.
right?
Right.
So it's so neat to be able to give that to our kids now. The tough part, I think, for me is the vulnerability of putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And the comments that
Is
can
that
sometimes...
hard? You get hard mean comments? Have you seen those? Is that a thing on YouTube?
Maybe once in a while, you know. I mean, I actually don't. I just don't look at the comments, good or bad. I just don't look. Matt does.
Oh, you're like,
He's all over it.
Right.
David loves it. They can do that. But I don't. I want to just enjoy the process.
Yeah.
So, because I made the mistake once of looking, and it's not like there's a ton of horrible things out
But you
there.
always hold on to those. And it's so hard.
It's true. Yeah, and then it kind of. I don't want it to affect the way that we approach things. You know what I mean? So yeah, there is a vulnerable side that makes it a little bit
Yeah.
challenging. It's not the end of the world, but it's there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta have to have tough skin sometimes. Somebody called me the devil the other day. I thought it was hilarious. Yes, they did. I was like, this is really funny. This made my day. You took out time to tell me I was the devil. Appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great way to look at it.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about you, Debbie? Do you see any pros and cons with it?
Well, I don't really read the comments either because I'm very biased, of course. But I think it's been so well received, and you get more positive than negative, and everything
Yeah.
you're going to get a negative
Absolutely. I know, it's
undertone
true.
to everything,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
it's fun. It's nobody's getting, you know, it's just a great, like Layla says, they're documenting all these wonderful moments with their children, and it's and they're keeping it very private in a way, in that they don't, you know,
Right.
their life isn't on display
We
type
try
thing.
and
and
protect Coco a lot.
protect her
We've had a lot of requests
so-
for one-on-one interviews with her, and we don't do that kind of thing. I think that she would probably not enjoy that.
Right.
It would be, I think, a little bit intimidating for her. So, yeah, we try and kind of keep it fun for her.
Keep it fun.
Because if it's not fun, we're not going to do it.
Right.
Right. No, that makes
agree.
sense. That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
That's important.
What about you, Miss Professional? You've had your life online for years now.
Amen to all those things. I mean, it's great to have all of that there. I totally can relate to the vulnerability thing, like just feeling like, oh, I don't know how I feel about you commenting about that.
Yeah.
You know, but I just feel like the pros outweigh the cons so much
Absolutely.
that it's just a blessing in my mind.
Right.
I love
I
it.
agree.
Sometimes with the cons, I feel like it gives me, like, when I now think of things, I always think of like the negative as well as the positive, because any video you put up about a product or something you use, you know you're always going to hear the opposite feedback. And so in a way, I feel like YouTube has opened my mind to think about things on both playing fields, no matter what. And it's not like I'm thinking more negatively. It's just like, how would I respond by, or how would, what would the YouTube comments be on this if I did this or acted this way?
Yeah.
So I guess in a way for me, I feel like it's kind of opened up my heart and my mind a little bit into thinking into new ways I never thought I would.
It's definitely a new world.
New world.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. It was really great having you two on, Layla and
Thank
Debbie.
you guys for having us. That
pleasure.
was so much fun.
Thank you. And be sure to check out Convos with my 2-year-old. It's amazing. You will not regret it. Really awesome. And of course, Angel and Carly, I love to have you guys with us.
I love being here.
And I love being here. And hopefully Shahrzad will be back next time.
You did great.
You
did
did
a phenomenal job.
As if you don't have enough on your plate.
Yes, yes.
And we got it, right? And don't forget, you guys can keep the conversation going with us by using hashtag TMV Talk on Twitter. And we'll see you guys next time. I love
you.
you. Bye.